Welcome.
Mayor Robertson, honourable members of City Council and friends, I acknowledge that we are privileged to be on the unceded territory of the Squamish, the Musqueam and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. My name is Eiko Thomson. I'm a second-generation Japanese-Canadian whose residence before 1942 was at 511 Alexander Street in historic Japantown. I was here last September, invited by Vancouver's Japanese-Canadian Citizens Association to speak to the city's motion of apology. I take this opportunity to thank City Council for passing this important motion, appreciated by members of our communities living dispersed across Canada. Important to me at this point in my life as a senior who had personally experienced displacement from this area in 1942 was the insertion of a further resolution in the Apology Proclamation, which pledged that the City of Vancouver, quote, will continue to take action to ensure such injustices will not be repeated in future, end of quote. Remembering this pledge, I am today adding my voice to the very many before you, people concerned about the future of individuals, families, and communities that currently reside in downtown Eastside. This area, as you know, has a unique history. This is where the development of the City of Vancouver began with displacement of Aboriginal peoples. It is the place abandoned by the early economically successful European settlers who moved to greener pastures in West Vancouver. At the turn of the 20th century, this is where Japanese Canadians settled to form its own town, its own infrastructures, giving support to each other, but who were in 1942 expelled from the city, confiscated of all personal and business properties. Now, the 21st century has begun with interest in this long-neglected area by developers. The city then must, without discrimination, ensure such development proceed concomitantly with affordable housing for the various levels of low-income and welfare residents who have for generations lived here, supporting each other with little outside help. In particular, social housing must be defined as related to welfare rate, to ensure that those on welfare can afford to live in social housing, the plan ensuring that there is no displacement of low-income residents. Oppenheimer Park, known to me then as Powell Grounds, is central to this area. The Vancouver Park Board and the Oppenheimer Park Commemorative Task Force have recently renovated and encouraged commemorative projects. The park today reflects its own history and that of the neighborhood. For instance, the First Nations planting of the cedar tree and placement of totem poles, preservation of the sakura or cherry trees planted by Japanese Canadians in 1977 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the first immigrant to Canada, and more recently, the installation of the bronze plaque behind the home base commemorating the Vancouver Asahi baseball team, famous for leveling the playing field, not possible in their private lives of that time. Also, of course, the preservation of the memory of a speaker's corner in this park, where once large demonstrations of striking workers took place during the events of Bloody Sunday in 1938. It is then obvious that this area is not an any old place, but one filled with memories worthy of preservation. It is a place with heart and soul, and of memories of pain and struggle. I would implore that the city's 30-year local area plan being proposed is put forth sincerely, with care, offering full support to all in memory of those who lived before them, ensuring this plan leaves no one behind or displaced, but offers hope of a better future. Please don't line the streets around Oppenheimer Park with condos and upscale shops and restaurants. Don't make this area into another Gastown or Yaletown. Hold on to its heart and soul by producing and preserving this area around Oppenheimer Park as a no-condo zone, as the community wishes. Let Oppenheimer Park and its area remain community-oriented, where intercultural and ethnic festivals may multiply and flourish, where art studios and children's various arts, sports, and learning activity centers develop, together with a community healing, and welfare center, ensuring a healthy future. Please honor your pledge to these residents of the City of Vancouver, and most importantly, please listen and respond to their needs. Thank you.